Alright, there we go. Hello, both of you. How's it going? Good, good. Heh, all the gremlins around the house. Oh, I did the same when my younger brothers were still young. If they had friends over, I would not leave my room. You wouldn't see me all day. I would go into hibernation. Alright. Toss some stuff away. Alright, we gotta go finish the fish. Hey, cool, how's it going? Oh, geez, yeah, no. Oh, I haven't shared a room with my brother since we were both in, like, elementary school. Yeah, no, oh my god. Not a chance. Not anymore. Okay, well, great start. Thanks, game. Appreciate it. Fair enough. Alright, so we have one more, we're at 50, if I recall correctly, the exacts were, we needed 20 more Aqua Tails, and 20, we actually need 20 of both, I'm pretty sure. We were at 50 of 70 and 20 of 40. So we'll start with this final batch of these. Direct was a lot better than expected. Yeah, they just casually dropped, like, three massive games. Just casually, out of nowhere, because they could, I guess. Yeah. Well, I would only consider three of them actually major. Like, let's be real, Donkey Kong Country was probably the least exciting thing they could have possibly announced in the entire Direct. It feels like they've only re-released it once, and yet them doing it a second time makes it feel like they've done it 7 times. Yeah, exactly. It returns. That one didn't feel like what I would have chosen as a port over. I feel like there's other games they could have picked, but it was probably a cheap and easy uh, remaster to throw on there, so may as well. No, it was like 80. It was like 80. I think they said 80 total levels, and it was just the I don't think there's any new levels actually. I think it's just the base game and the 3DS. They added levels from the 3DS, which I guess is new if you haven't played that version. But I don't think there was any new to the Switch version levels. Yeah, 80 new levels would double the size of the game. So, yeah, definitely not. Definitely not that. Well, you say that, but I'm going to grab literally everything first party out of that direct. Probably not all at launch. I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, I have to go buy Mario Party the day of release when I have no one to play it with. Like, yeah, you won't see me buy Mario Party until it goes on sale, which might not be for a while. I could, except for the fact that there's no online play in the game. At least, well, there is, but it's not great online play. Right. Jinx. Like, I have both the other Switch Mario Parties, and I've literally never played either of them. I suppose. I wish you could play with randoms, though. I don't know, trying to organize a group just to play a game of Mario Party seems kinda... eh. Not the easiest thing to do these days. You could, but only in the side modes. You couldn't play on the actual boards with randoms, which was stupid. And it seems like that's going to be the same way, according to the trailers. Yeah, that's what I've seen. You can play with people on your friends list, but you can't play with people like randoms. They have to be on your friends list. And from the sounds of the trailer this time, it sounds exactly the same. Because they specifically mentioned play online in our special minigame battle mode or whatever. And they made no mention of online for anything else. So it's probably going to be exactly the same. Hope to be wrong on that, but yeah, that's what it sounded like. But yeah, Prime 4 looked good, I guess. I mean, I've never played Metroid Prime, any of them, so I don't know. I mean, I don't really have much to comment on it. It looked amazing visually, like, suspiciously good visually, in fact. Like, I know they're wizards, and they went crazy with the Prime Remaster. Like, the Prime Remaster looks insane. But yeah, there's definitely a rumor going around. People are trying to debate on whether they sneakily shoved in gameplay from the successor instead of this base Switch. Yeah, exactly. I don't think they did. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think they did. Because again, if you look at what Prime Remastered looks like, and the fact that it plays at 60 FPS somehow, I don't know how they did that on the Switch. They're freaking, like I said, they're wizards. Like, they optimized the hell out of that. I would not be shocked if somehow that's just how Prime 4 plays on Switch. But regardless of which version it is, I'm like 95% sure that game is coming out on both consoles. Like, that's going to be a releases on Switch and releases day one on the new console. It'll probably release day one on for both of them. Like, it'll be like Breath of the Wild. We'll get a new trailer whenever they do their big presentation for the new system, and they'll be like, oh, guess what, guys? It's a launch title. Oh, of course, Roy Fish. Please, don't go missing the Aqua Tails immediately. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna grab Prime 4. I mean, it would be silly of me not to. Yeah, that'll be how it is. It'll release on both. They wouldn't do it. The reason that Breath of the Wild even ever released on the Wii U at all in the end is because Nintendo promised it on the Wii U. Like, it was announced in 2014. They planned it for the Wii U. And the Wii U kind of flopped so bad that and the game took so long to develop, they just shoved it onto the Switch. But they had already promised it on the Wii U, so they said screw it, and they put it and they put it out on both. The Switch version completely outsold the Wii U version, but they put it out there because they promised it. I think it's going to be the exact same with Prime 4. The game took so long to develop that they shoved it onto the new system. And we'll still get the Switch version, though, because they promised the Switch version. It'll basically how that goes. It'll be backwards compatible. I don't know why people keep acting like that's up for debate. The only reason the Switch isn't backwards compatible with the Wii U is because do you see a disc drive on that thing? Like, there's no way for it to be backwards compatible. That's the only reason it's not. They would have to completely go some completely crazy different form factor for it to even be up for consideration on if it's not backwards compatible, and it's not going to be. It would be stupid to not follow up and just make a stronger Switch that has a few different features. Like, if they went away from the hybrid system, that would be probably the stupidest business blunder in the history of business blunders. Like, they're on pace to outsell the PS2. People didn't think that would ever happen. Like, the PS2 was being purchased as a DVD player because at the end of its life cycle, it was literally cheaper than buying a DVD player. So people just bought a PS2 to use as a DVD player. Like, they're on pace to sell 150 million Switches. So I'm very much not expecting them to just... Yeah, it is. I'm expecting some weird, crazy gimmick with it because it's Nintendo. They won't... I don't think they're gonna just do straight up a power upgrade and call it a day. Like, that's not Nintendo. They're gonna do something with it. But it's going to also, at the end of the day, still be a hybrid console. I could... Like I said, my suspicion is it's going to be a DS. It's going to be a DS-like system. It's going to have 2 screens. I think it's going to be a hybrid system with 2 screens on the handheld. And I think what they're going to do... I think this is my weird, like, crazy out there gimmick guess. I think what's going to happen is there's going to be some crazy weird feature where you can detach the screens. Like, the 2 screens, you can just snap them apart. And you can hand the other screen to a friend and boom, multiplayer. See, that is the question. That is the question. You probably wouldn't. It would probably be some... I don't know. You'd do something like the Wii U, maybe. But I don't know. I feel like it would be something like that. That's just my guess. To be fair, I did say that was an out there guess. Because, like, they literally just announced Dynasty Warriors. There's no one to develop a Nintendo Warriors game right now. They're kind of working on their massive PS5 Dynasty Warriors, like, overhaul game. Don't ever let me live down my out there guess. That seems a bit extreme. It seems a bit unfair, if you're asking me. If you're asking me. Also, can we talk about Marvel vs. Capcom 2? A game that goes for $150 at the cheapest on its cheapest system, finally getting re-released after freaking, like, 15 years. And getting online multiplayer to boot. Like, I don't think many people realized, but that was, like, one of the biggest reveals at the entire Direct. The community for that game has been on their knees begging for that game to get re-released for the last 15 years. And, oh, there it is. Just casually in a Nintendo Direct like it's nothing. Yeah. We'll just throw that in there just for fun as a random highlight reel. And then not only that, we also get Ace Attorney Investigations collection, which comes with Investigations 2 getting an official English release after, like, how many years? Like, I have been part of the community begging for that damn game to get an English release. Although I know the community is gonna be like, oh god, the names are all gonna be different from the fan patch, but they'll get over it. It'll take some getting used to like adjust to the official version of the English translation rather than the fan-made one that had to like come up with names and stuff. Wait, why am I going? I think we're done with these. What am I doing? Yeah, we're done with these. I'm going over significantly. Yeah, I think we're done with those. I think we're just Aqua Tails now, correct? Yeah, we did we did 80. But we'll call it practice. We're practicing for like the 1 or 2 other Pokemon in the decks that have 100. I believe it's Giratina. If you manage to rack up 1,000 channel points, you can also throw one on the list yourself. And there should be a document. Did we ever do did we ever put a command for that? I think, did we? I can't remember. Let me check Moobot. Okay, yeah, we did. Good, good. Hello. How's it going? Oh, did you? It is a good game. Otherwise, I wouldn't be dedicating 400 hours to it. It's 100% this absolute monster. He was okay-ish for me, but that's only because I was grinding. I had grinded for literally 100 hours before I got to him, doing other stuff, so my team was extremely overleveled. Like, my entire team was at level 100 when I fought him. Poor dude, he tried his best. He didn't stand a chance. Oh boy, Chucky. You're in for a ride, and let me just tell you, look at see my counter up there at the top of the screen? 62 out of 242. That's just one half of the 100%. Once we do the perfects, we also have to do the Path of Solitudes that every single Pokemon has. Yeah, here's the timer. We're at 155 hours, and we're at 62 out of 242, and we haven't even touched Path of Solitudes. Not yet. I have not done it yet. It's in the plans. I think we can do it in one go. I'm gonna be honest. I'm confident enough in my battling skills. I think we can hit that 50 streak. I'm not scared. Shiny hunting Alpha Gardevoir. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm not much of a shiny hunter for this game, personally. We have a shiny count of 42, so it kind of feels like it, but yeah, at the end of the day, it's pretty alright. I don't know. The game has part of the reason I don't really like shiny hunting in this game is because a lot of the shinies feel too easy. Which, yeah, that's why alpha hunting exists. But, I don't know, alpha hunting just isn't my thing. So, I don't really hunt in this game. But I will be giving away most of the shinies we find during this playthrough to whoever watched them at the end of the playthrough, which I figure we'll probably still have a couple of dozen left over because I'm not gonna have 42 people to give shinies out to. But you know, the only ones I'm keeping are the Hisuian forms, and those are the only ones. Because they'll go into my shiny living decks. Everything else I will not count from this game for the decks, and I will just give them away. I prefer to hunt them elsewhere where they actually feel more like a hunt and not just a. I have one. I do have one. We found one. It was a Swinub a couple weeks ago. It just kind of happened out of nowhere. Wait, really? Amazing. Absolutely amazing. What are the odds? I mean, I could probably name about 40 better Shalfas, if I'm being completely honest with you. Cool, but alright, sure, you do you. We'll take him. He came to us. We didn't have to do it. We didn't have to, like, do anything, but hey. Oh, it was your second ever shiny. Damn. Yeah, no, it was like our 40th. Or no, maybe not our 40th. It was like maybe, I think it was like shiny number like 37 or 38. It was one of our more recent ones. Yeah, no, it's been. It took us a while to find it. All right, what are we at on here now? Really? We just need one more. Oh, come on, game, really? Make me heal just for one Aqua Tail. Alright, let's go finish fish. I'll make a recommendation, Chucky. For Pokemon like the Evolutions that have ridiculous agile or strong style requirements, make sure to find a move that hits yourself. So like a buffing move or a debuffing move. And make sure they do that. You do that. Because that will save you so much time. Yeah, so like Swords Dance, for the EVs, they all have they all have the same learn set basically, so I think we've been using what, Cob Mind, Power Shift, which I don't know what Power Shift does, but who cares? It sucks. And what was the other one? Don't know. Whatever. I can't remember. Anyways. There we go. Vaporeon is perfect. Let me quickly update our perfect tracker. 263. And then I actually need to pull up the other thing I go through because I don't have it pulled up right now. Pokédex, tracker. Alright, there we go. Legends and Vaporeon. Alright, we've done 3 of the EVs now. We haven't even done EV yet. Like, we haven't even done EV itself. Well, the nice thing about Giratina is we can just get right into it because it has nothing but move tasks. So we just gotta grab it. And just kind of get going at it. I don't know what its move tasks are, but it is most definitely not the most completed, but it is tied with 62 other Pokemon, so I wouldn't quite call that a lead, but sure, if you say so. Alright. Oh, this is easy. What the frick? This is like so easy. 40? 25 and 40. That's it. Okay. I figured it would be a lot more than that. No, I would prefer to not hear the curse version. Thank you very much. I've heard it too many times. Oh yeah, yeah. His lucky punch can be very very broken, especially late game. He has time. He doesn't have to do it immediately. He's just gonna dump another Eevee on us, probably. Probably not. Yeah, that's what. Wow. Oh wow, you're gonna do Espeon before Umbreon? Oh my god, Eclipse. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. The mean man hates you. Um, I'll never let him near you again. Oh, Espeon's gonna suck. Espeon's like the one that's gonna like really actually kind of suck of the EVs left because I've only caught one of them and I need 5. So we have to now go and evolve 4 more happiness Evos. Um, oh, that's gonna be painful. All right. Well, we'll get to that after Giratina then. Yeah, we're avoiding trading right now. We could do it technically, but we're gonna try to avoid it. We'll do it. We're saving it for like worst case scenario. For like distortion stuff. That's about it. So like towards the end, if we need to see like a dozen, like if we need to like catch like a dozen of a distortion Pokemon, we'll just trade for them. We still have to defeat them though, so we're still gonna have to grind up distortions. And I'm gonna be honest, we might do that. I might be doing that off camera. Um, like between the last perfects and the Paths of Solitudes, I might do them off camera because no one wants to sit here and watch me just stand here like this and have the controller on the table for 45 minutes, get free catches, and then put down the controller and sit here for 45 minutes. like no one wants to see that. Also, oh god, this is gonna suck because Giratina only has ghost moves. And okay, so Shadow Force, I can't use. Let me check your moves. Do you have any moves I can abuse? I don't know if you do. I might have to go to the place. Yeah, you don't have any on hand. Oh, you chose it because it's full of ghost moves and everything's normal type. Oh, okay, I see how it is. I could just go to the coastlands and kill all the Badoos. Or not the coastlands, the Mirelands. That sounds awful. I'm never doing that. Yeah, we've already got a few awful projects in the books, like set to happen. Like, for example, what happens as soon as I finish this game 100%? Well, Legend ZA is coming out in just a few months, probably, after I finish this, so guess what that means? We start over. We start over and we do it again. Like, we are going to be doing the 100% Legend ZA starting launch day. Oh, well, probably immediately. I mean, the day it comes out, as soon as we possibly can. I mean, I'm sure we'll be done. We're gonna hope and pray we're done with the Legends Arceus one by the time it comes out. Holy crap! I'm pretty sure it's coming out like November of next year. So like, there might be a good gap between them, but yeah, I don't think it's coming out early next year anymore. I don't think it is. I think it's going to be a November release. No, that's understandable. Yeah, we still have quite a few. We have those, and I'm sure we have more than that because those are coming out this year. If Legends EA is a November next year release, like you still got like 11 months between those, even after those two games. Like episode, I guess will take us a week. Will be a weekend game. Like let's be honest, that'll be done in like 3 or 4 weekends. Metaphor will be done in about 3.5 to 4 weeks, I'm sure. Judging by actually no, because we did weekends on Reload as well. That was before we did weekend games. So it'll probably take a little longer because we won't be doing it on weekends. All right, Giratina, do you have anything I can use here at all? Okay, you have Calm Mind. Not great, but it's something. That's probably it, isn't it? Oh my god, you have so many moves. Holy shit. Damn, look at your coverage. Holy crap. Giratina has some nutty coverage. Yeah, I think we're going to get that in September. That's my guess. I could see the unveil being in September. Maybe October. It could get pushed till October. And then we'll probably have some big. I don't know if they'll do the showcase like reveal right away. They could. It could like be a whole 2 hour. Because I think how long was the Switch one? It was like 2 hours long. Which I mean, it wasn't a direct or anything. It was like a press briefing with the media and crap. So it was kind of boring, and there was a lot of just like numbers talk in it. But yeah, it was like 2 hours long, and they showed off a few trailers in that, which is where we got the famous Breath of the Wild trailer that everyone loves. The which I mean, I love it too. It's probably one of the best trailers I've ever seen. But yeah, we'll probably get that here in a couple months. But yeah, for now we're feasting. We are feasting after today. Today was a good day. Oh wait, oops, wait, hold on. I didn't. I keep doing this. I don't know. This is really annoying. We'll grab this. Dragon Pulse has what? 10 PP? We need something that has more. Let me check it. We need. Yeah, it's 10. We need to find something. That has 20, but it's also a ghost move. Alright, Fragment Shadow Snake over Dragon Pulse. Yeah, we're going to the Mirelands. Shadow Force has 5, but we need it for a move task, so unfortunately we're stuck with it. We'll cycle up and around. Yeah. Only 25 of them though. So it's not that bad. I thought it would be like 40 of them. Usually it's 40. We're gonna ignore this place. We're gonna head to the Mirelands. Yeah, they're done. They did say they're done with the director did say they're done with that version of Hyrule. So next time we have a major release, it'll probably still be in the formula with like the open world and all that, but it'll be a different map. They're not gonna reuse the map again. They're gonna do something new. Like, to be fair, I don't blame them. Like they Tears of the Kingdom like went nutty. Like how did they? I don't know how they made that map feel so new, despite the fact it wasn't new at all. Well, I mean, the entire giant underground helped. That was crazy. I don't know how they kept that shit hidden until release. That was crazy. I never got the, Oh my god. Alright, hold on. Yeah, I just remember seeing the giant hole and being like, wait, can I go down here? There's no way. So I go down here, I'm like, holy shit, this goes for so long. And then suddenly cave. And I'm like, oh my god. Like, I opened up the map and had that moment of realization where I'm like, it's the whole ass map. They doubled the size of the map, didn't they? Yeah, they doubled the size of the map. Just because they could. And didn't tell anybody. Like, that is a power move. You double the size of the Breath of the Wild map, and you tell nobody. That is the most wild thing. Also, yeah, we forgot to. Well, to be fair, the sky isn't very big. That's the one thing in Tears of the Kingdom that I'm disappointed by. The sky kind of sucked. Like, let's be honest, there was not much there. It kind of, given the entire game is themed around it, it was lame. There's barely any islands, and most of them are empty. And on top of that, like, come on, there was... After all the continuity stuff in Breath of the Wild and all the Easter eggs, you're telling me they couldn't put, like, a ruined Skyloft somewhere there in the sky? Like, if they were struggling for ideas for islands, you're telling me they couldn't put, like, the Skyloft island up there with, like, with the ruins of the old town? Which I know that that part of Skyloft came back down to the surface. So it's just like the town up there, not the giant statue. But they could have done that. That would have been cool. Put like a shrine there. Maybe we'll do Zelda 100% sometime. They're also really lengthy, but they're not that bad. Like, let's be honest, Zelda Breath of the Wild 100% and Tears of the Kingdom 100% don't scare me compared to this game. They just don't. Like, let's look at our playtime here. We would have been done with the Breath of the Wild 100% 30 hours ago. Like, 10 streams ago, we would have been through the Breath of the Wild 100%. It would have been a lengthy one, but it wouldn't have hurt. I'm down to do Breath of the Wild 100% sometime. Also, man, I want to get the I need to get some income coming in. Like, I need to get. I'm still trying to find a freaking part-time job. I had another interview last week, and God, I have a story on that one. This one was weird. I went in and immediately I'm like, all right, I'm not getting this job. Like, before the interview even happened. That was the most disorganized interview I had ever seen. Like, no one even knew I was coming. Like, I scheduled the interview because they have, like, this bot that texts you and has you do it. And yeah, I was late to it, too, which was a whole thing. Because my ride didn't want to show up on time. But we get there, and that didn't even matter. Because they didn't know I was coming, so they didn't know I was late. But like, the manager wasn't there that day. They had just put up they had literally listed the job posting 2 hours before I applied. So I don't know how they didn't know I had applied. Like, you'd think if they had just posted the listing and had it on urgently hiring, you would think that would mean, oh yeah, maybe we should pay attention to who's applying to this job that we apparently desperately are hiring for. Yeah, I went in, the manager wasn't there, and no one had told anyone on staff that I had an interview that day. So they had some random person, just someone who had stepped down from a management role, who just happened to be there, grab a clipboard and a Sharpie and just doodle on a piece of paper, like, my interview. That was my, and we kind of just, like, talked. Like, we didn't have any of the right paperwork because we didn't have access to it. We had no, like, set anything. It was just a whole mess. The lady was nice, but, like, I'm not getting that job. It was obvious. Because, yeah, it was crazy. Like, what are you gonna put up a urgently hiring message for, and then not even realize that people were applying to the job that you just, like, put up a listing for? So that didn't happen. I'm giving it a day or two just in case, but yeah, I'm gonna be back to the search again here in a couple days, I'm sure. But yeah, there's all these games coming out, and I want to play them launch day on stream. But it's not gonna happen because I don't have money. Like, that's the main problem right now, is I don't have cash to drop $60 on Nintendo games right now. So, like, I want to play the Zelda game launch day, but the Zelda game comes out in, what, September? I'm not gonna have $60 in September. It's not gonna happen. I mean, I could put up a bit thing or something, like a goal for it, but yeah, it's not gonna. We ain't getting $60 in that time period. It's just not gonna happen. Um, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll figure something out. Maybe if we can't stream at launch day, then it'll suck. But oh well. I mean, it'll be what it is. There's nothing you can do about it, really. And then I would like to also stream Prime 4 on... Well, I would like to stream Prime 4 on launch day when that comes out. So that does mean we need to start figuring out how to start playing Metroid Prime. Which means Metroid Prime Remastered might go on the next major stream game after Legends Arceus, like on the poll for that. So, because I do have that. I have the physical. I might be buying it a second time, honestly, because I think my physical is sealed, and the physical is actually kind of rare. Like, I don't know why. I don't think they printed very many. But yeah, last I checked, the physical for Prime Remastered was like really hard to find around launch. I don't know if it's still hard to find. Let me check. No, it's not. It's down to $30. Okay, I'm fine with breaking the seal then. Yeah, that's one of the ones where I was like, do I want to break the seal? Because like it was going for like $80 like 3 weeks after release because no one could find the damn game. That was one of the ones where they shadow dropped it, and it was like digital first, and then they released the physical like a month later. Or no, I think it was really like 2 weeks later. It was like really sick. So that might be part of why it was hard to find too, because like shipments like hadn't even come out yet. Because obviously they're not going to ship the game to GameStop before they announce it, because that's just begging for leaks everywhere. Like imagine the GameStop worker who just like he goes out to get the mail, and he's just greeted with a crate of a game that hasn't even been revealed yet. Just like, oh yep, Prime Remastered. We just have 400 copies of this in a crate. All right, all right, Nintendo. I guess I see what you're coming out with. Like, and obviously the company doesn't even know to order it if it's not announced. I mean, I'm sure. Let's be honest. I'm pretty sure a lot of the big corporate guys at GameStop or those other stores like that, they probably know what's coming out before we do. Like, let's be honest. Do you really think the guys at GameStop who actually like are in charge of like placing out shipments to all these different stores, you think they don't know what games they need to be ready to order before we know about them? Because I feel like that's a stretch. They probably have very strict NDAs. But yeah, I feel like they probably have some good knowledge on this stuff, especially a game like Prime Remastered, where it was announced and released 2 weeks later. Like they had to be ready to get that crap ordered and ready to go immediately. And what was the release date on Mario and Luigi? Because that's also like a day one stream game, which is gonna be hard to do because I think it's November, so it's not long after. I think it was November 7th, which means it's not far after Metaphor. Which, by the way, also I don't know how we're gonna do Metaphor again because I'm not gonna be able to afford it. That's just gonna be $70. So I don't know. Like, we're gonna have to figure out how to actually get a hold of some of these games to stream them. So, again, I just gotta really gotta freaking get one of these places to actually, hire. You'd think after 6 interviews that are all labeled urgently hiring, someone would bite, but apparently not. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, November 7th. So that's gonna be $60. Metaphor is gonna be $70. I mean, I already have episode I guess paid for, so at least there's that. Zelda's gonna be $60. It's not gonna be 70 again. Like, this is a smaller one. It'll It'll be $60, maybe 50 even. I wouldn't be shocked if like one of these games is 50. Those are the mainstream games. I mean, there's also like Ace Attorney Investigations. That could be a fun stream game. But I'm not too worried about launch day on that one. Yeah, I think those are the only. I think Zelda and Mario and Luigi, the only two real stream games that I'm have to worry about anytime soon. I think I need to check. I need to check my Wii U, but I think I did snag the Prime trilogy on Wii U before it all, you know, stopped existing. So there's a chance we can stream through the Wii U and do the Prime trilogy. For 2 and 3. I mean, we do Prime Remastered on Switch, but the other two we would do on Wii U. I know I own a physical for Prime 3, so if it comes to that, but I do not own a physical for Metroid Prime Trilogy, because that's an expensive game. And obviously I can't stream a GameCube game. Or can I? Technically, I think I actually can. I think there's an adapter. I'm pretty sure there's a GameCube HDMI adapter out there. I think that's a thing. So technically, I think I could stream to get directly off of the GameCube if we wanted to, which would be cool because it would actually open up a few games that aren't available through the Wii U. For example, Pokemon Coliseum and XD Gale of Darkness, and I have F-Zero GX. I don't have many GameCube games, but I have those free. But yeah, basically we have our schedule's tight. Our schedule's tight. Lots of games to get through. There is a good chance, I'm just gonna say it now, because of how tight the schedule is coming up here in the next couple months, Legends Arceus will probably take the weekend slot coming in just a couple within the next 2 months. And will probably end up being a 2 days a week game while we focus on all the new releases on the 5 days a week. Honestly, there might even be a couple weeks where we don't even do Legends Arceus at all. Legends Arceus at all, and we do 7 days a week on like a new release until we finish it, and then we move back to the standard schedule, just to like. What? That Psyduck just lived an attack from Giratina. Okay. If you say so, Psyduck. I don't know how you did that, but I'm reasonably impressed. But yeah, I don't think Legends Arceus is going to be done by the time Metaphor comes out, for example. And we're not putting Metaphor in the weekend slot. So Arceus will probably take a complete back step, and we'll do Metaphor 7 days a week until it's done. Like, that could very well be what happens. So just keep that in mind as we get closer to, like, this massive, like, dump of games. Jesus! Giratina, you're weak! Yeah, likely that, but yeah, depending on how like how much we want to get through Metaphor and how much we're like enjoying it that first week. There's a chance we just don't do Legends Arceus on the weekend either for like a week. We'll see. I don't know. It isn't the strongest move, but it's just hilarious. This thing is level 70, and it can't knock out level 20s. We're up to 16 of the 40. If we can get half of them. in our first batch here. I'll be happy. I could swap him to his uglier form and insult him then. Does that make it better? Now, to be fair, I do really like Giratina. Absolutely nobody. Let's be honest. Nobody. It's worse in every way. You know, we'll probably get a, you know, I realized something else that's gonna be nice coming out of, Legends, ZA, is we'll probably get Volcanion, Hoopa, and Diancie, like, available without events. Like, we'll have, like, refreshable versions of those legendaries. The same way this game has, its batch. They've been doing better with that lately. Like, they gave us Meloetta in the part 2, wave 2 of the DLC. I just wish any of these could be shiny hunted, because that's what annoys me. All these mythicals that are to this day never shiny huntable. Like Meloetta, like all the Unova legendaries except for I guess Genesect, because you could get a shiny Genesect from an event back then. It's the only Genesect is the only one I believe that has its shiny has ever been released of the Unova mythicals. Like, it's literally, you can't hunt any of them. I cannot believe... Oh, yeah. Cool. I'm going to be honest with you. I had someone trade me a Meloetta for my Dex. Which is not even in the Dex, but I just got one anyways. The Meloetta in that game is just sitting there. I will never catch it. I did the puzzle to make it spawn, and now it just sings there forever. It'll stay there permanently until I catch it, and I never will. So, Oh, you actually have the red Genesect? Jealous. I do not have the red Genesect. I think I did back in the day. I think I did have it back when the movie first came out. I had a bunch of those old events, but the save file got long since erased, and I was a kid, so I didn't really care to like save my rare and valuable event Pokemon. So yeah. I mean, we already talked about the event cartridges. Maybe one day I'll spend the $1,800 to get my own red Genesect whenever I want. Sure, that would be worth it. Totally, guys. I actually don't even know what event cartridge the Genesect is on. I'm sure it's on... There's one out there somewhere for it. But, yeah. I wonder if there's event cartridges for the ones way back in the day. Like the weird ones from, like, Pokemon Center New York. Where it was, like, exclusive to that one store. And, like, they did, like, birthday giveaways and stuff. Like, if you came out on your birthday, you would get, like, a Chansey or something, holding a Lucky Egg. Like, in your copy of, like, Emerald, I think. I think Emerald's when the Lucky Eggs got added, were they? Was it? Or maybe, no, maybe Lucky Eggs were later. Lucky Eggs might have been Gen 4. I can't remember. But there was, you often got a Pokemon that knew the move Celebrate. And you still do to this day, I think. I think Pokemon Center still do that. Like, they give you Pikachus with Celebrate now. Oh, Cassie needs to die to Ghost moves. That's hilarious. It's gonna casually get Ghastly's ghost kills out of the way. But hey, Myrlin's kills gives us a chance. For some other shinies we haven't had. Or, knowing our luck, 7 more card lines. But yeah, I'm still to this day upset over the fact we can't shiny hunt Victini. Or Meloetta anywhere. They both have really, really good shinies. If you haven't seen them, look them up. Yeah, if you ever see either of those on anything on a Pokemon game, just know they're hacked. Like, they are hacked. There's zero question about it, because there's literally never been a way to get one, legitimately, in the entire series. Oh, whoopsie. Giratina's out of moves. The god of the distortion realm is struggling. Like a dying animal. Alright, quick rest. And then back to it. I wish we could have got a second move in here. For the agile and strong. But, oh well. It's not the end of the world. I think there's a good chance most of the legendaries are going to have Calm Mind available to them. So we'll just keep at it with them. Alright. We're up to 30 of our 40 agiles. Just 10 more of those. I think we can get those all from Shadow Sneak, so that's good at least. Yeah, we can. Okay. Yeah, excuse me. Okay, the Kricketune just was very blind there. Right. And keep at it. And one more for the Agiles. And then we can move into Strongs. Give her the Shadow Forces first, though. What the? Okay. That's an interesting one. We'll take that. Nope, you stay in the ball. Good God, this one's actually good. We might lose this one. And no, I'm not saving. We die like men. Ah! Got him. That was very close, by the way. That thing was definitely running. If it didn't stay in that ball. Alright, hold on. Let me update the shiny. The shiny thing. 43. I figure this place has plenty of spawns for us. That sounds about right. Alright, well, we got a couple of these. Wait, we got... What's the other card of mine? Those two? Oh, there is two. Hello. I think I need to see acid spray, so thanks for that, buddy. Saves me a usage. my god, get help out of the river. Thank you. Alright, strong style. Almost through this batch. Oh, hi, Alpha Bidoo. Ah, he tried. Alright, last one there. Oh, whoops, we're struggling again. Alright. Yeah, what are we at? We gotta be getting closer. Oh, look at that. Yeah, we're getting closer. We just need 6 more Shadow Claws. 12 more Shadow Forces, and a decent bit of Strong Style still. But we might be able to get through all the Strongs this cycle. In fact, I think we will. The hard part is just finding things to kill with it. There's just a lot of angry things around here, and not a lot of things that run. Like, most of the things around here are very pissy. They will, instantly go in for the kill. This Paris probably isn't the best thing to be doing this against, because it's gonna, like, use, like, spores and crap. Okay, we're poisoned. Not ideal. Okay, now we're paralyzed. Yeah, Paris is not the one to do this against at all. Oh, he's still going at it. Okay, last Calm Mind. Damn it. Alright, come on. Just let me use my last one. You know you want to. At least it doesn't use PP when it paralyzes. And now we're poisoned. Okay. Alright, get our 5 Shadow Forces out of the way. There's the last Shadow Force for this batch. Wait, it missed? I didn't know it could. Oh my god, that's the first one I've ever had miss. That sucks. Oh well. Back to Strongs. Hey, thanks for the follow, E-Boy. Appreciate it. I know I'm 15 minutes late to that, but the joys of not being able to see the pings on my other monitor. So I tend to miss a lot of the pop-ups, unfortunately. If they don't go through chat, that's all I see most of the time. Every now and then I'll get lucky and glance over right as what happens, but we are officially one follower away from our 100 follower goal. That'll be interesting. I'm not sure what we'll update it to after that. Probably just straight to 150. $151. Alright, sure, we'll do 151. I don't know if we got our Carnivine's defeated task done finally. Okay. Five more of the Strongs. Alright, let's move over. Let's swap straight to Shadow Claws now. Because Shadow Claw also has its move task, and I think we need 6 more of those. So we might as well just do those now. We'll just do 3 Strongs and then 3 normals. Oh, and this should be our last Ghastly defeat ghost task. I do believe. I could be wrong. Okay, that should be all those. And yeah, now we just need Shadow Forces and our 3 Shadow Claws. Let's get the Shadow Claws out of the way, and then we'll just heal and do our Shadow Forces. And okay, back Shadow Claw here. Alright, now we go back, heal, get our Shadow Forces out of the way. And be done with that. Two more heals should... one more heal after this, I mean, should do it. I believe. Yeah, probably. We'll see. Assuming we don't miss a bunch, but I don't think we will. But it's technically possible. Back in here. Oh, okay. Also, can we just talk about how cool the Shadow Force animation in this game is? Like, holy crap. Kind of waited till the last minute of doing Giratina to say that, but, you know. Ah, damn it. How do you miss? We're in a closed-in, tiny little room. I mean, I guess it's pretty small. Okay. Now that's alright, Giratina. No, now we can't miss any from this set. Oh, yeah. He's already angered him enough, I guess. Oh, alright, there he goes. Ow. Okay. Okay. Two more. Alright, Giratina, don't miss the last one. Probably gonna miss the last one, but hey. He's been warned. Alright, he hit the last one. Let's go. Oh, thank goodness. Alright. Giratina's done. Turn that in. Alright. Giratina. Number 64. Pull this up as well. Okay. And now we get the frick out of here. We gotta go find Espeons. What distortion can we find Espeon in? Cool. I'll let you figure that out. Alright, there's the shiny unknown. Icelands. Alright, well that's where we're going with our Eevees to go and make them happy then. We may as well see if we can get a distortion while we're there. Alright. Oh, of course. Sure, why not? This is gonna be really hard to do without our team. We've just got 2 members of our team to handle this. Oshawott back. We don't need Oshawott, though. Rufflet. And a bunch of berries. Alright. Not the greatest one here, but we'll go hit up the Rufflet, and then we'll do the berries. Yeah, I figured. We'll have to reset the area. But where exactly is the shiny bird? I gotta, like, get to this thing. It's not underground in the caves. Ah, there we go. Or... is it? Is it down in the cave? That's a really weird spot for some rufflets, but alright, game, if you say so. Yeah, but they're rufflets. They're birds. That doesn't make sense. Oh, whatever. Alright, game. Give us the required shiny. Oh, that was a sick dodge. Well, the EVs are going to get a lot of levels. So that might help them evolve. Problem is going to be they're going to be really hard to check their happiness because they're going to need to level up to get happiness to like trigger. And they're all going to be like level 45 after this. Okay. New Horde. You got the Braviaries. These poor EVs are going to be so freaking over-leveled, it's going to be such a pain to get through them. Oh my god. Oh, we got 3 of them here. Uh-oh. Alright. Yeah, let's not do Hurricane, please, Braviary. Alright. But another EV seems ready to evolve over. No, Skylar, I didn't mean to do... whatever. many berries do I have? Like, do I really want to do those berries right now? Need to save. 43, I should do it soon. Okay. And... Oh, go away, Gnagar. And clean for these guys. May as well. Blizzard. Oh, we should catch more. Blizzard's over. For me. Oh, there was a rufflet. that bronze orb. Give me the XP, please. Check on the ones in the front of my party there. I also need to, before I forget, all their moves he changed. Because they're all going to have baby doll eyes on hand. You need to get rid of that. Okay. Just make sure I do that before I forget and they all become Sylveons. Oh, okay, we can't do that up here, I guess. Alright. The TV should be getting close. are you? 46. No, not enough on the one in the front, really. Well, the levels will at least also give some happiness. Yeah, I will. I'll swap the daytime once we're actually ready to evolve them. Level 62. I don't think you're actually gonna be great because you're unevolved, but we'll still kill you. I don't think anything in this cave is respawned for it. Yeah, okay. Right, gets the XP off this guy. This real quick. Oh. What? A couple of them can evolve now. But not the one we've been grinding out purposely this whole time. Really? Alright, we have 2 Espeons. 4. I think it's daytime now. We'll save to make sure. Yeah, the one we actually been trying to has been playing hard to get, I guess. These should be Espeons at this point. Yep. Nah, I took off the fairy moves on them. Yeah, it would have been kind of amusing. Oh, it can evolve now. Look at that. Wait, it didn't level up. It just randomly said, okay, it just randomly is ready. Okay. Thanks, game. That was, what? Okay. Oh, yeah. Actually, we'll get a drink of water, though. I've already had, like, 1 drink of water this whole stream. Alright, just 1 more Eevee to handle. Oh, we got the Eevee's Evolve task done. Wonderful. We love to see that. I think it just needs to use Quick Attack like 25 times now, and it's done, and Eevee will be completed. Wrong button. Bro, you have a you grab a bag. I need to put that in. Oh, we got an XP candy large out of that. Love to see it. That's not what I want to see. Doodle Wudo. Alright, if you say so. Oh god. Yeah, I figured that's why you were doing it. Fine. Also, yay, of course it fainted. That's gonna put us back a little bit. It'll be fine. I'm not too worried about it. I would have personally done Bonsly. I think Bonsly would have been more annoying, but alright, you do you. Because Bonsly, we also have to get the other... Bonsly has Mimics, and we have to do the rocks still. But, I don't think Bonsly will be that hard either. I think we only need 2 more Bonslys now, right? Or just 1 more, even. I can't remember. 1 or 2 of them. Yeah, it's like 2, I think. Something like that. I want to say I think we've done all Sudowoodo's non-related tasks, but I could be wrong. Like, non-move tasks, but I could be incorrect there. No, it's alphabetary. About that. Heard the alpha, like, well, it's maybe levels, but I won't get the levels. Here's another. Hold it. Wait. Quick. Do an XP check, French check here in a moment. Quick flamethrower. Oh, jeez, he's going first, and he's going for Thunder. Oh, he missed, so... Shame, for him. But now he gets a bulldoze to the face. I'd like to think we should be getting a distortion soon, but not seeing one yet. Duskstone. No, I think that's not. I don't think that's Glaceon. Stay away from here. It says it's ready, but I'm 90% sure that's for Glaceon. Because we were right by that rock. Well, we'll try it out here. Gets ready. Would be out of range of that thing now. Alright, it still says can't evolve. Alright, test it. Is it gonna be Espeon, or did Glaceon, like, take over for a moment there? Glaceon took over, I'll probably reset the area. Nope, it's Espeon. Sweet. Alright, we're through our Espeons. Look at our group of little cats here. Well, game said no to distortions, so, this wasn't the worst. We don't need any of these, though, now. So they can all get released now. Let them go off to go hide in distortions. Alright, where's our group here? Team. Oh, we don't really have a good Espeon. It's their best one, it's level 35. That's unfortunate. Well, it'll be fine. I'll just come over here and... That didn't do much, but hey, it'll help a little bit. Alright, throw this away. We got 2 Dusk Stones, a Dawn Stone. We're full on those. Alright, let's head back. Yeah, we just need to use quick attack 40 times with Eevee, and it's done. All right. Already got Psychic, Baby Doll Eyes, and Calm Mind on hand. Unfortunately, it's not high enough level to get Calm Mind into its stat, so we're gonna have to go feed it some candy. Got plenty of candy. Yeah. Leading new move. There we go, that should be Calm Mind. Yeah, okay, it has Calm Mind now. Now let's go over here and grab the other one. Actually remember to do this time. All right. Now we go out here and get this going again. almost through the first batch of these. I'm very glad that the EVs aren't nearly as bad as they look like on their Dex entries. Like, they go by really fast, honestly. Once you get down to the move tasks, the EVs aren't really that bad. Just due to how many moves you can abuse for them. Okay, focus energies are through. Oh, there's two of them here. Hold on, let's get rid of one of them. Alright, there we go. Alright, now for our psychics for our first batch here. We'll need 4 batches worth of psychics, but that shouldn't be too bad. That counted as a backstrike? Alright, game. We'll take it. Right? What the frick? And I glitched out with the leaves. That was, ugh. Very flashy there for a second. Okay. And now we're out of moves, so... Alright. And back to Agiles now. The second of 3 batches of Agiles we have to do. About 30 more psychics, and what else? And after this batch, we'll have 20 more Agiles. Yeah, we'll get Catna today. Yeah, we have time for this. Yeah, and we save the PTSD for tomorrow. I don't think it'll be that bad. We just gotta get some Shinx to cooperate with us. I don't know if I can. They still have to use it first. And I don't know if they would. It would basically be about the same as if I used it against the Shinx. Perhaps, that is true. But, we don't really care about that. It's a Sudowoodo taking quick attacks from a level 2 Shinx. I'm not sure. I don't really think there's much we have to worry about. Alright, I'll wish for the focus energies now. Alright. Second time. Oh. That. Well, we just lost it. I don't know where it's at. Yeah, okay. Thanks, game. I hate the camera in this game. It's so bad. The lock-on just never locks onto what you want it to. Yeah, I hope so too. be. Get the ball. No more of your games. Oh, or maybe some of your games. God damn it. What the frick? Alright, well, games. I didn't hear a shiny sound. Alright, there's the second batch of moves done. Time for the third. No, Espeon is not violent. I don't know what you're talking about. Espeon is adorable. Look at this thing. This thing is the most friendship. This is the most friend-shaped Pokemon you've seen all day. Which, I mean, to be fair, you compared it to Giratina and, like, Croagunk and Psyduck and Nidus and yes, Vaporeon, but I feel like Espeon is more friend-shaped. Vaporeon has the spiny frills around his neck that doesn't seem very huggable. You know what? Fair enough. I don't really get why Umbreon is the most popular one. I'm gonna be brutally honest. Like, I like Umbreon, but I'm also not gonna sit here and pretend that it has, like, the best design ever. Like, it's just a dog with rings. But not really sure I understand how that beats out some of the other evolutions, but to be fair, most of the evolutions are very basic. I think the only one that's not very basic is probably, like, Leafeon, Glaceon, Sylveon. Like, the Gen 1 and 2 ones are all very basic. Yeah. My preference changes day to day. If you ask me right now, I'd probably say Espeon. But if you ask me tomorrow, there's a good chance I'd say Umbreon. I am doing nothing of the sort. In fact, Espeon's just psyching herself up 20 times in a row. She's not touched the Bidoof. The Bidoof is actually being very rude and attacking my Espeon, who is doing nothing right now to this Bidoof. It's just made cute faces at it and focused really hard. And then it's going to, I don't know, sit there calmly. I'm not sure what that has to do. Well, to be fair, it's for science. It'll be fine. It's all in the name of science. You can talk to Lavington about the requirements for the Pokedex. I didn't write the book. You can what? No, seriously, what? You can? No, seriously, what? I thought you were locked in because you had to, like, the way the tasks work. You have to talk to certain people and... Wait, no, I don't... Cyan, I still don't think you can. Oh, okay, no, Kimmy would... Yeah, Kimmy would... No, okay, you're right. No, I was, like, very positive you could not do them in the first semester. Yeah, but afterwards, I mean, you don't actually do anything in town, really. You basically just get told to go handle Maruki, and that's it. Like, you're expected to have already done everything. Also, maxing them no longer has any purpose in the later end, for the most part, because you. Well, I mean, I guess you can still get their perks, but the actual like ending that's affected by having them maxed is already passed. Yeah, they don't affect they don't. The items and stuff happens after Maruki. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Oh yeah, you know, I guess you're right. There is those. No, I know, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Yeah, they are. They're given right before you. Yeah, okay. Also, cool. Don't pretend I'm the only one, because Cyan's been talking about his social links for like a week, and you never corrected him a single time. Oh no, he was still waiting for Shido's thing to end. Yeah, I was literally 95, 99% sure you could only do it up to the point you have up to basically Christmas Eve. Like, I didn't think you could do it after that point. Just due to the nature of things. Like, it literally doesn't make sense to do them in first semester. Like, let's be completely honest. None of the confidants make any sense in first semester. With the context. Like, you're not gonna go in and do, like, Futaba and have her get all sad over her uncle being mad at her in first semester when they're not supposed to have that problem. Like, that's not how that doesn't make sense. I Yeah, I think it's just Anno and Oya. Oh, just Oya then. I don't know. Does Oya have enough hangouts in a month? Because you need what, 5 more ranks with her? Plus, you need to like use the fortune teller every single day, Every single day that you are not using Oya's fortune, or not hanging with Oya, make sure you do her fortune at the fortune tower, just to make sure you don't like waste any visits with her at all. And you should have it. Yeah, now that I realize that first semester lets you do them as well, yeah, it's an absolute sin for anyone to ever get through this game without having all social links. Like, an actual sin. Alright. Go check Espeon real quick. Yep, we just need 10 psychics. That's it. I think most people just probably use first semester to go to Mementos and just screw around with Akechi. Like, I feel like that's what everyone does. Go in there and hear all his voice lines and just screw around with him. And wait, every night. Oh my god. I mean, I know she was an alcoholic, but damn. Lady has some problems. You get a reward in Royal for having them all. That's still 4 days a week. Still no, yeah, still no excuse. Don't worry, Cyan. If you don't, you'll still have to suffer through it anyways, because I'm going to be redoing... We're going to be platting Persona 5 Royal on stream. At some point. And guess what that means? It means we'll hang out with Oya every single time. Unfortunately. And I'll make you guys suffer through it with me. Well, that's lame. Yes, I have Cyan, but we're doing it again. I did the PS4 version, and the PS5 version exists now. And it has the exact same trophy list, but I have to redo it to get the second plat. So I can basically get 2 platinum trophies out of Royal. In fact, I'm pretty sure if we look at the Persona list, I'm pretty sure we can actually get, like, 8 platinum trophies out of Royal if I tried. It's just very hard because they have to, like, I'd have to like buy all the different like region variants. Like the European version has a platinum trophy, the Asian version has a platinum trophy. I think it's 5 actually, or 6. Yeah, it's 6 because there's 5 regions for the base royal, and then there's only the one. There's only the one version for the PS5 version. It shares all regions, which is weird. I don't know why that one, out of all the other Persona games, decides to be nice to us and only have the one plat. After we have stuff like Persona 3 Portable having 4 platinum trophies, which we only have 1 of. Anyways, Espeon's done. So let's quickly do that. Turn it in. There we go. Feels good. Perfect tracker. Nothing other than the bonus items. Well, that's dumb. Well, at least you get a trophy for it if you play on the PlayStation version. Alright, let's see what we need for Sudowoodo. Actually, hold on, I need to go up here and look Espeon. Go. Alright, Sudowoodo, what are we looking at? What are we working with here? Oh, we do need a lot. Okay, Sudowoodo's gonna be a while. Well, not too bad, though. Pinch a Punch, without being seen. Defeat them with water moves, and then Mimic. And then Scatterbangs. We'll do Scatterbangs real quick. Yeah, Cat's done. Alright, let's head out to the Coronet Highlands. We've got about 11 minutes. We can get like 1 or 2 cycles done of this. I do need to grab a water type. Yep, Cyan, you're good to throw something else on the list here at the end of the stream. Put the Espeon away. Grab Jolteon. Alright. Where's the Empoleon? Or... We could also get the last Bonsai rocks while we're doing this. It would be silly not to. Alright, now... Oh, the Zelda table thing. Yeah. Yeah, Twitter already loves it. I should have defeated that with water moves. What the frick? An Alpha? But we need to catch you. Yeah, you're level 57. We want you. This is gonna be our Sudowoodo. Oh, whoopsie. Hi there, Sudowoodo. You don't see a thing. Might have saved me there. Damn, they really need to stay in the ball. That's like the hardest thing, is that once they break out, they are immediately marked to see you as having seen you. Right, we're gonna Sudowoodo somewhere here. Oh, the Bonsai Rock! Screw the Sudowoodos. Buddy! Amazing. That was our last one! Wait, we were done with the rocks! That was actually the last one! Right, Mr. Sudowoodo, I need you to face away from me. Let's go. Hey, that's number 8 of 20 unseen ones. Shoot it up. Thank you. Oh, wait. Dude, we want you to turn around, buddy. Not a back strike. Oh, but wait, we might still got him. Okay, good. Okay. Alright, time to head back. Alright, now we're gonna go like sort out. I think we're gonna go sort out our box. I'm gonna put that Alpha Sudowoodo away. We don't forget about it. Yeah, we have a level 27 one. Alright, now to put all our alpha dust snores together. There we go. Hello there. How's it going? Pretty good. Unfortunately, you've hopped in like right as we're getting ready to end off the stream. But we're going to be raiding someone here shortly, so I'll try to send you along to somebody else here. Appreciate you stopping by and chatting, though. Yes, we'll raid someone. I need to be doing it every stream, but I keep forgetting. All right, that's saved. Let me quickly pull up the raid stuff. Yep, I'll see you later. Let's see. Who are we gonna go for today? There's actually a lot of live channels in the Legends Arceus thing right now. I'm actually surprised. This'll work. Alright, we found somebody to raid. I'm going to start the raid here. I hope everybody enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Have a good one.